Yep.
Alright, so, with everyone here, welcome back to Strayfinder, everybody. Last time we wrapped up some downtime, and you guys are now at the Conclave of Ancients, where Hemera the Last Titan, the Red Queen, the King and quote-unquote Queen of the Wolfkin, and a bunch of other notables are here. Let's see what happened. I believe that Liralai dragged off Kalara and Jesse to another room after making them huge. Corlia got drunk. Thel struck out with the Red Queen.
Poor Thel.
Um,
You never know, Bodhi might try.
I mean, she is, like your type.
You hate elves too? Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. I was just like, Bodhi's just like, oh, fuck, she's really attractive.
You
And
hate
immortal.
elves and are immortal?
Yeah! Oomph!
My god. This is perfect!
Maya has been doing Maya things. I think she's been sketching the entire time, right?
I
You
was
were really
only
distracted
questionably here last session. So.
Yeah. I thought she was just like sketching and eating.
As your excuse so that you could, what was it, essay? Coursework, something?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's about everybody. So,
Someone else? Who's there?
hey, look, it's
Rem,
Ren.
hi.
It's Rem!
Hello, Rem.
Oh!
Let's drag you out of gay baby jail. Yeah.
Alright, so, Rem's out of there, leaving Corlia.
Poor
So,
Corlia.
Hello, dog.
Sorry, Sadie wanted to be temperamental.
As doggos I want to do.
Scroll of remove blindness. That seems like it'd be useful. I'm pretty sure I can use scrolls.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can you have use magic device?
Yes.
So,
I'm assuming it's too late for my presence.
we'll get to
No,
that.
we're doing a lot of catch up.
Yep. So, Bob, I believe the last time you were in this game, you were with the party in the Fey Pads, right?
Yes. It was at that giant city where we learned a little bit about Maya's parentage.
Oh, okay. So, does anyone want to do a quick recap of what Bob missed? And then I'll get into what Bob got up to.
I will try. Okay, so when we were in that big old city, we did indeed learn things about Maya's mum. Namely, we learned that she was a part of a evil cult of blood magic witches that worshipped the old hags, or at least that was the original assumption. The actual reality turned out that she was in fact a hag. Go fucking figure. That aside, some hags had left like evil seed things inside a bunch of dryads and dryad kiddos, trying to turn them into twisted, corrupted little servants of theirs. They were destroyed and defeated, and the dryads infected were healed and protected. And then we were given instructions on where to go next, and so we went hunting through the woods. Whilst being attacked by literal goddamn boogeymen, who are quite strong and nasty. Indeed, they technically killed Maya. Whilst that happened, a walking house appeared on legs. It would turn out that Maya's mum, the hag, was kind of sick of the rest of those hags because they were being kind of like just total dicks. And she's also effectively the Baba Yaga, wandering around in her walking house. She saved Maya by putting her temporarily in a magical space, and we thought that was quite useful and nice of her. And then we listened to her story, which was essentially lots of backstory and stuff that filled Maya in on her past and what the fuck a hag was and where they came from. And then she asked if we could go, fucking punch some of her sisters. And so we were like, yeah, of course, we would love to go punch some of your evil ass sisters. Especially after it turns out they're the ones who resurrected, don't know if you remember this, the very old, first traitor paladin of Ashea. That dickhead. At this point, we then went back through this pathway, rode in the house, the walking house, all the way to this destination, an old abandoned temple. Well, no longer abandoned temple that was pseudo in worship to a goddess of madness and secrets. I believe it was madness and secrets were her two domains.
Madness, Secrets, and the Void.
That was it. Yep. And whilst in there, that's where the hags were making their place. We fought a hydra. That was interesting. And basically butchered whole shit tons of other enemies that could not stand up to our furious dice. I wouldn't say it was furious attacks. It was just particularly beefy dice. And then we found these hags, and we beat the shit out of them. One of them sadly got away, and we found out where they teleported to, in the middle of some cursed-ass motherfucking woods. Well, that was at least the destination they want to get to. In order to actually traverse those woods and make it to their final destination, which is some magic evil rocks that, were orbiting the head of the traitor elf god, they will actually need some of those, dark elven traitor people. Sadly, they're all extinct. Or so we thought. We learned that these elves, or at least an offshoot of them, are still alive out there, hidden away in a little place, and technically they're in danger because the hags would be very interested in recruiting them. And so Bodhi has to swallow her, distaste for the pointed ear folk, and go rescue some, and get their own, assistance, or at least kick some more hag ass. After which, the Red Queen of the human people is going to loan us a little bit of power so that we can wander into the woods ourselves and deal with the final threat, hopefully. Right now, we are all in the middle of a very big meeting that is essentially being held by the Mother of the Titans, who was awoken, aka Buddy's mum.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Queen, the leaders of the Wolfkin people, High Archmage, the lead Inquisitor person, Alana and Rutledge. Who else there was important?
There's a lot of nobility and stuff, but basically all the people that are important are the Red Queen, the Last Titan, and the King and quote-unquote Queen of the Wolfkin.
And that's basically where it left off, I believe. I didn't miss anything important, did I?
Queen in the,
There's a lot of faffy bigwigs here, but there's some people that are more important than others.
Yep. Lirelei now has her fuckboy on command.
Oh, there is something important that was missed.
Yeah?
Marlon, you're going to be an uncle. Voland got someone pregnant.
Oh boy. What?
shark puppies.
Remember that
That's,
really big shark lady boss who, first pegged the fucking hell out of Voland?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's preggers with puppas.
What? I didn't think that would work the other way around.
I know, right? Yeah, no, you thought he would get butt pregnant. So did I. Very disappointed. I still don't know how those mortals figure it out.
Alright, what do you say, Mrzindi? Mrzindi said that they missed something, and then you guys talked over it.
No, we were talking
No.
about what
Yeah,
she said
that-
they
Oh,
missed.
I thought there was a different thing. Never mind.
No, it said Marlon's going to be an uncle. With
Yeah, okay.
how do you know?
I got distracted thinking of something else.
Let's see here. We I can't think of anything that we've missed. We spent a little bit of time and did a little bit of purchasing, a little bit of preparation for what is going to be our new journey. And yeah, wherever we left off last session, we're just literally in the middle of that giant party.
Yep, the only thing you skipped out on was the details of the Hag's Curse and where the Hags come from.
That's right, yes. But then you probably have that stuff written down in relatable documents. The other side of this coin is that Maya has had her own hag nature, her changelingdom cured, so to speak. Although I believe she still keeps the benefits of her witchy bloodline. Right?
Yeah.
Yep, because it would take entirely too long for her to remake her entire character.
That's also very true.
But the Hags come from a multitudinous of different races, but they were all female and all called to an island by apparently the same singing stones that were used by the god Valardrin to call to and corrupt the ancient elves. And What happened was they became immortal and incredibly powerful on this little island, and the Fae originally started bartering with them, but then coveted the power for themselves, so there was a war which the hags lost. Now all hags are cursed with basically the Promethean curse from World of Darkness. They have to keep moving, basically. Well, otherwise, they corrupt the environment around them, and people start turning against them. Very much Fisher King.
I always liked that story.
So, Bob,
Mm-hmm.
when last you were here, you guys were piddling about in the Fayment. So we're gonna get down to what you were going to do. Now, for the rest of you, Marlum disappeared for a while, saying that he had incredibly important business. And now that he's set up back in town, you guys can where were you living in town?
It's me. I was in actually right next to the. I was still in. Where's the place where we usually meet up? If I recall, they had buildings.
Vice
Ah, yes. If I recall, I was living in the Feisty Ferry. Like, was it Bodie? I remember I was living in the Feisty Ferry. I don't think I ever actually moved out.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds probably
So,
likely.
if Bodhi has ever visited him over the course of the downtime you had, you notice a couple things about him when you enter his room. First of all, he seems incredibly excited because he's got all sorts of weird, like magical herbs around him and stuff like that. And second of all, you notice he has acquired some very peculiar cages with some very strange chickens. These chickens all have iridescent blue feathers,
Oh, he caught
and
the blink chickens.
he'll explain that the reason why there are crystals attached to it is to prevent them from teleporting.
Yeah, blink
Yeah.
chickens.
Buddy will be absolutely impressed. Like, I'm very glad that not only are you back from the Fey Paths, that, you did also get your blink chickens. Honestly, kind of expected to find you again one day as some kind of giant chicken in power armor.
Would they technically be called Blinkins then?
So,
It's blinkered
Bob,
good chicken. It's the,
Mhm.
trademark free version of it's fucking good it's fucking good meat.
Bob, you are very nearly done with your epic quests. You now have the kind of chickens you want for that delicious meat. You have some literally addictive herbs and spices. You are now 10 out of 11 of your herbs and spices. One more and you can start your great franchise.
Yeah.
So, Bob, let's catch you up on a little bit of downtime so you can get caught up to speed, so that when after the end of this conclave, we can move on to the next part of the quest. So, Bob, has there been anything during your months in Romania washing trucks that you wanted to do? Anything you thought of?
Man, that wasn't really. There is. I've been meaning to buy enough adamantium to freaking. Well, I think I have enough now. If Rezindi's math is correct, to build. To actually build an adamantium and enchanted version of my armor. Um, Let me see. I know I had some of those magical. I know. Was wondering about what I was going to do with some of the extra herbs in the trials, because I know they said there are some mystical herbs in the trials. Timberland was the last what
Yep.
I kept getting.
Yep, and you found those.
I found those. Build my armor. Was going to build an expo, basically to show off my new armor, show off my new armor, and show off most of Volan's new armor, new like Volan's equipment and Volan's armor sets. Because I know I can't make my freaking sweet ass power armor for everyone. So
I mean, if you ask really nicely, Bodhi has gotten an incredible amount of Elysian bronze that you could probably make into armor.
like
Elysian bronze, it's a type of material that's it's half as heavy as steel, but just as hard. And when forged into armor, it protects its wearer against the natural weapons or unarmed strikes of magical beasts and monstrous humanoids, providing damage resistance as if it were adamantine. You can just get full adamantine if you wish.
no, I think I saved up enough for full adamantine. Actually,
Okay.
that's what did it come out to, Merzindi? I think we
This was a while ago.
yeah I thought I wrote it.
Okay. Adamantine for heavy armor?
Hmm.
Okay, so there's an item cost modifier, but you don't do that because you can just have it made.
No, I can make it myself.
Yeah.
You'd use half of the item cost modifier, I think.
Is this heavy armor?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
it counts as full plate.
Okay, so that's still 7,500 GP. It is 15,000 GP to make heavy armor out of adamantine.
Hmm. Yeah.
And 7,500 to make the adamantine armor yourself.
I have nine. I actually have nine grand. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go then.
And then I think what about enchanting it is still half though, right? Is also half? Or is that something else?
Yes, enchanting something yourself is half listed cost.
Okay.
Enchantment.
Which is, let me see, 9328 minus, and it's one. Is it 1 grand to make it a +1? That means
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I'm just gonna.
Yes.
Thank you for subscribing, Angel. Much appreciated.
Get out of here, Amjol.
Yeah, it means I get the adorable Canna gift that does the lewd picture. Pops up. It's my favorite subscriber alert ever.
Oh no, I'm missing it. I'm missing it. I missed it.
You know, I can flick on Streamlabs and force it to do it again because it is my favorite. At least I think I can make it repeat a subscription already received. Let's take a peep. Sorry to totally derail this. Someone gave me money. I like being given money.
And I have an armor tax too. When I remake the power armor, I have to like remake it, so I have to pay for it, which is
There we go.
300?
Repeats. Take a peep at the stream. See it in a moment.
Oh,
It's my favorite subscriber alert. It's the best.
that's adorable.
It's the bestest. I want Show to make me one that's like that, but with a Papa Wizard.
Okay, here the bloop. Okay.
It's 100 per character level for artificer tax, so
Okay, so it'd be closer to 800.
Mm.
So 7,500. Be 7,500 plus 500 plus another what, 800? 8,800 leaves me with 500 gold.
All right. So, Bob will be having that armor made, clinking away. He's having a lot of fun. He and Voland are doing the what is it? Fulgrim and Ferris Manus thing. It's pretty great. They're standing around in loincloths working. Pretty fun. So,
Which one's which, though?
who even knows these days? Who even knows? So, I believe that's Bob
Might
caught
not
up.
be the pretty one, but I don't want to be the miserable.
Yeah, I think, yep. With just that one last spice I need.
The one last spice. You have the chickens. You have everything else. Just one last thing.
Say you've walked 10 of the 11 herb and spice paths.
And my DR is now plus 5.
It's plus 20 versus avian creatures.
Oh, my BAB also went up. It's now 6 plus. Yeah, that weird. I get 2 attacks now, guys.
Yay.
Ooh.
I only get 1 attack, but it's massive.
Okay, so that was Bob. Let's move back.
Yay! I'm fairly simple. I'm a simple soul.
Are you a simple farmer? Oh, you wouldn't know nothing about that? You're just a simple farmer?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
a simple kind of man.
it's
Alright,
me, my
Then-
chickens, and my murdering. I mean,
let's do a
Chickens and my
little.
murdering.
Let's do a little bit of timey-wimey and go back because I believe the Voland had things to give everyone before the ball started.
Yeah.
Yes, I actually did have gifts for all of you to make the ball a little bit more interesting and possibly make all of your goals a little bit easier to attain, hopefully if they're diplomatic. I have special outfits for everyone that I have actually worked a pretty good amount over the past week in order to make all of you. Unfortunately, Marlum, I didn't make one for you. I'm assuming that your armor is good enough.
damn straight it is.
For this ball, for this meeting, I will be wearing the official outfits of the Craftsman Guilds. But for all of you, I do have outfits.
Woohoo! Outfits.
Isn't like your official outfit a loincloth?
I'm gonna be wearing a kilt. It's slightly more appropriate.
Oh.
Now, yes, I did make one for everyone, and I did try to personalize them to the best of your abilities. Now, at base, what all these are +1 parade armor.
Oh wow!
Plus
That's
1
actually-
parade armor? Ooh, thank you, Reaper.
Redo.
Now, who would like me to read off their outfit first?
I am heckin' intrigued.
Yeah, I would say mine, but apparently I don't have one for reasons.
Bodhi or Thel?
Let's go with Thel, since she's been flaunting.
A red and black armored suit, feminine cut. Black suit with red pinstripes, metal plating along the chest, breast, and waist. Protective yet accentuating the goods. Arms protected by an engraved jack plate. Collar piece is also engraved with Wallen's business name engraved along the back of the collar, with some minor plating above the hem and groin area. Empty ring left on the collar can be opened, maybe for a bell.
Nice. She will, of course, immediately love it.
Bodhi. A green and gray armored dress, steel breastplate, and plate side panels. Her holy symbol of Ashea engraved and polished on the front. Heavily engraved with religious imagery dedicated and regarding to her goddess. A few symbols of might and valor are also engraved. Volan would have done it in ancient, but he doesn't understand ancient. The main body is green with gray parts with gray panels down the legs and tail for mobility. There are discrete clasps along the back that the clasps themselves are disguised as gems to get the dress on without tearing it or destroying the dress to get your wings in it. It's kind of like a butt flap, but designed for wings in mind.
Nice. And she will adore it. It will, because it will stand up to the rigors of use.
Lirelei or Maya?
Do Lorelei first.
Sure.
I also have one for Kalia, but she's not here yet. Lirelei, as per requested, spring colors. Green and yellow flowery spring type dress with minimal metal protections. Rather than metal, it's mostly soft padding under the dress proper. Aquatic scenes are embroidered in, a few native semi-precious sea stones along the hem and poofed shoulders. Stiff neckline hides a collar onto which the name Jessie has been lovingly engraved, along with a very small cowbell. The bust can be opened up kind of like a maternity bra.
Nice. Thinking for the future.
And now for Maya. A teal and royal purple dress. Mainly the purple fading gently into a darker teal near the sleeves, with gold filigree trim above the fade lines. Now, see, here's the thing. All of yours are made out of steel. Due to armor restrictions of mages, I opted for mithril for Maya. Mithril corset is engraved with tree and bird motifs. A thumb-sized turquoise stone set in the middle. A feathered-looking scale ruff going down the shoulders like a shawl. Shaped obsidian stones engraved with arcane symbols for the schools of magic surrounding the throat. Thin ribbons and chains of mithril surrounding the stomach down to the hips. The dress down has embroidered symbols of Volan's business, small and around the hem of the dress, and of Maya's family.
That's beautiful. Well,
Corlia, I had to work a little harder for the horse ass. But I did actually specifically design it to even be able to hide her dong even at full mast.
Oh my.
Handy. Convenient. Convenient
Because
and equine for a civilized age.
This is what I had a minor meltdown about. Wow.
Trying to design an outfit for a horso.
No. Something completely different. But moving on, I'm fine now.
Yay.
Trust me, I'm fine.
Well, what was Lirelei's outfit?
Didn't you hear me tell
Oh no,
you?
I got up to
What do
fetch
you mean,
booze.
Corlia?
Give me the cliff notes. I mean, I'll be able to hear it again later anyway. But I was given
was
money,
Lirelei?
so I had to go drink booze.
Green and yellow flowery dress. Instead of metal, it's mostly padding. Aquatic scenes, sea stones. There's a metal collar with Jessie stamped in it, and it has a small cowbell on it.
Nice. Especially since she has milky memories.
And yes, speaking of that, I even thought of that. The bust can be opened up like a maternity bra for titty squid.
It's very thoughtful.
Didn't you make one for Marl? Like I know he's probably not gonna wear it, but did you try and make one for Marlo?
No, you just
Do you
woke up.
do you honestly think I have better metal just sitting around in my forge?
I mean, I'm actually legit just curious.
You woke up one day and your old power armor had all been redecorated. It's all just chicken. It's all just chicken KFC motifs.
Oh no.
On the chest plate, it's just two crossed drumsticks.
Oh fuck yeah! Surely it's got to be like think of like a Jolly Roger, but it's two spatulas and a chicken head.
That's not my symbol.
This is way too fucking radical. These are for the chicken pirates, not the chicken soldiers.
Exactly. Like you assume that it's not like that already.
No true.
The Sanders
I-
coat of arms is
Oh.
delicious.
It is like he completely redesigned his from his family's. By the way, like there's a long description for it, but
Nice.
it's like stupidly intricate. That involves dragons, chickens, cross drumsticks, and kobolds. So
Oh, wait.
Is the motto of your family finger licking good and draconic?
Yeah.
Hey,
it
Hey,
it
Patch,
actually
what's your-
might be.
That's-
What was that, Rem?
It's pets in winter.
I was
Can you
about
hear
to
me?
ask I was about to ask what's your current armor?
Breastplate.
breasts.
Because I made you armor, but I think I just accidentally deleted it.
Oops. Quick, Control Z.
Oops.
I literally can't wear anything better than a breastplate.
Yeah.
Dude, I have parade armor.
Yeah,
Plus
yeah.
one parade armor.
Parade armor is showman armor
It's a
that
full-
suits you to your weight, whatever you decide to make it from.
Oh, okay.
I mean, barbarians can't wear anything heavier than medium.
And
This
fight
is
in it.
light.
And anyway,
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Here you go. A dark green barding of noble cut, with engravings that not only show off Volan's business symbol, small on the front, but of stallions, centaurs, and potentially ephemeral beings, cut to hide her erection, even when at full mast. So yeah, you get a fancy going out to party suit that will even hide any unfortunately large horse boners.
Ooh, that works for me.
Maya, on the plus side, you can actually wear that and not have your magic hampered.
It still is by 5%.
Really?
5%'s gentle though.
Well, just
Spell
strip
failure
naked.
chances reduced by 10%, and parade starts at 15. So
Mm.
Damn.
Perhaps you should have thought to actually make what's the word I'm looking for? Still pretty maybe leatherworking talent would have been better.
I mean, I can just throw a tiny amount of magic on it that like does that. I'm fairly certain that's one of the available enchantments. And by me, I mean you, because you have that feat.
I mean, yeah,
Mm.
I can fix it, but this is just me just working it out on my forge. This isn't even me getting started.
So, with that in mind, we now get back to the palace's ballroom with this, Marlowe and Voland appear.
Bleh.
Corlea's getting drunk. Maya's sketching. Bodhi is hanging out with her mom. And I forgot what that was doing. I think getting drunk too.
She is drinking and just being like vaguely sociable.
1, 6. There we go. I guess.
Some sugar on me.
I feel slightly
Oh.
underdressed.
Yeah. The only other thing that was what's it called? Skimmed over a little bit is that the elves that are still alive, Bob, they were revealed to you guys as elves that a few of them were around during the time that the elves stole their immortality from the Titans. But most of them are the children of those people who were just appalled by the way that the elven race was going, and so hid themselves away. So they were not part of the. They have been out of the loop for thousands of years, hiding in the desert.
Huh.
apparently, according to Maya's mom, they were not corrupted into dark elves.
Look.
So,
I forgot how much I love the facial expression on Sophie's token.
oh, on this one?
Yeah. Her facial expression is great.
Oh. Where's the booze?
All at the table.
Everywhere?
Every table.
Yeah.
Come sit next to Corlia.
Yeah, cozy up.
Yeah.
We're getting smashed.
Colette, excuse me. Pardon me. Yeah.
Patches on head.
Yep.
Problem solved.
There we go.
Oh yeah, by the way, Marlon, Fel has access to a brand new spell. You know the spell Heal and the spell Harm?
Yes.
Fel can cast a spell called Herm. I shit thee not.
I don't know how I feel about this. I am honored that you named it after me, but
There you go. That's what it does.
You, Lirelai, you guys got too big for the corner. You actually had to leave the room and go into like an adjoining chamber.
Oh.
To get some
There's
smash.
like the corners are enough for 2, maybe 3 people, and all of you are large sized now, so you had to move.
Well, I'm not getting some smash. I'm getting smashed.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to think of like the concept of smash as just being like the act in its entirety, as one would use in the sentence, "Me and Sho should get some smash." I mean, it doesn't not define anything, but it is a great and hilarious thing to say.
And we smash.
Yeah, there's also a spell called Word of Chaos, and I've learned Word of Orgy, which is pretty great.
Tank.
Usually, instead of, like the mind break in there, it's killed. Like, if their CL is just too low, they hear this word and they just fucking die. It's pretty hardcore.
Hey, Lana.
Huh? What? Oh, hey, Bolin! It's that guy. I haven't seen you around. How you doing?
Doing alright. Things are working. Business is booming. Venturing career is continuing to skyrocket.
Neat, she says before, like, putting a whole leg of ham in her mouth.
An entire ham.
Yeah, she's having a good time.
Tell me, buddy pal friend. Do you need
Don't know
any
where
other
she pushed
customers?
some. Oh, sorry.
Tell me, buddy pal friend chum friend. Do you need any more work done? And that is some impressive ham eating abilities.
And she go. You just hear norping sound. All right. So I want a chair,
Okay.
all made out of phalli. Can you do that for me? I know.
Okay,
I know
at this
what you
point,
do.
Ballin just walks up. What?
She pulls out the kildo. See, kind of like this, but lots of them.
Fel's dick senses tingle as she will put down, like, the picture that she was halfway through drinking and flutter over. I think this is a fantastic idea. Yeah, no, she has not, so she is delighted by the sight of this thing. Oh my god, I thought they were kidding about dick swords. Did you make that?
Yes, I
She'll pull the blade out of the shaft and just kind of wave it around, and it leaves like an after image of blade. And I enchanted it.
Oh my gosh, that is the coolest thing ever. Can you make my gun fire little dicks?
Theoretically, yes, I can do that, and this is why I have a separate product line.
I need to shoot people with tiny metal dicks.
I have Bulwarks, and I have Bulwarks After Dark.
This is precisely what his business is all about. I've been telling everyone.
Nice!
So glad I'm going into culinary business. Sip.
As opposed to the colon airy business.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're the reason why Volworks After Dark has been taking off.
Sure.
Oh dear.
I'd just be
On the
like,
other hand, marital aids.
they like
So,
our
you know, I'm
nation
just
was
gonna be looking at it.
created on providing penises for money. Okay.
Any preference for your phalli?
Black.
Ah,
I can't go back.
you know what? All sorts of shapes are fine, and I also want a button on it that makes the whole thing vibrate.
Makes the whole thing jizz.
Oh,
You press the
she
button
really
and
wants
this
a weapon
throne
that
squirts.
she can masturbate with. Got it.
So would
It
you
is
also
also actually a
would you
fountain.
also like one that's situated right on the seat of the chair, just jutting up?
Well, how about like a attachment slot for that? Sometimes I just want to sit down.
Practical.
So
Would
from
you
time
like
to
to
time,
recline?
yeah, from time to times, reclining massage chair. From other times, vibrating dick machine.
You read my mind, voice in my head.
I mean, that's basically what Thella's saying out loud in excitement and clapping her hands.
Oh dear God, you could hear that over Squidfi.
I hear everything over Squidfire. That and I'm like over here. Thella will step back up again. I'm like right here. And you think I can't hear when people are talking about dicks? That's literally just a racial feature of mine.
You know what? You're one of my more reliable. You're one of my more reliable customers. I will throw in the attachment for free.
Amazing. Just send me the bill and we'll get started. Yeah, we'll get on that. It's gonna be fun. Well, more like I'm gonna get on that, but you know.
Alana, it would be an honor if I was also given a chance to sit on this thing with you in my lap, and also then swap places.
Yes,
Actually-
this is actually the best idea. We are
Actually, having
now
succubus for
second
R&D
super
would be
best friends.
great.
Let's do this.
Sexual succubus R&D.
Does it pass her test?
Yeah, I would love to be the one to test all of this. Especially, imagine the great marketing opportunities. Succubus approved. Dickwitment.
I'm pretty sure I actually saw a dojin about that once.
Also, I like the fact that it's called dickwitment. Sorry, I coined that phrase. I hope that it gets used forever.
You do realize I'm adding that to my marketing notes, right?
Absolutely 100%. Fucking, that's why I'm here.
Yeah. And as for what you said, Bodhi, your mom will like look over at the Red Queen and then just kind of tilt her head to the side, and Stray's gonna look something up.
Rock and roll. This is where she casts fucking attractive artist splendor on Bodhi. Just an irresistible, temporary, paladinly fuck machine. She's like, I'm unused to this level of charisma.
Okay.
I talked about a Lord
Bob,
and
that's
Savior
the best
chicken.
thing.
Your mom's going to like her voice will flood into your mind, and she's gonna give you some tips and tricks that that she can recommend to you over her course of the conversation with the Red Queen, and you feel a surge of power. You now have a +4 on all your charisma tests for a while.
Oh my gosh. Alright then. Buddy will spend some time mastering herself and then, of course, attempt a heckin' flirt with the Red Queen.
Cool.
Let's see here. Oh man, like she's just really bad at people skills. She's got like not the worst. Actually, no, her charisma is basic bitch as fuck. It's real low for a paladin, but that's because all of her stats are like super across the board. Nothing goes higher than 16, but nothing goes lower than 12. Let's see here. I'm gonna just hit the diplomacy button. So 15. Nah, okay. I suspect that's not gonna work out for her.
Again. Scout.
Yes, I'm here.
Roll again.
Again, ooh. I think you
For
cut out in the
reasons
middle
you
of
don't-
saying again.
Oh, for reasons you don't know, you have advantage on this check.
Rock and fucking roll. Oh my. 23?
19. 23, you say? Yeah. So, the Red Queen will look down at you, and she's very clearly enjoying your presence. She likes paladins. She likes Ashea. She's not too crazy about gods in general, but Ashea is one of the ones that she doesn't really mind so much. She will imply after the formalities are over and done with that you should stick around.
Yep, Bodhi's
Oh my.
stone cheeks will turn a darker color, and she'll nod a little bit, and it's just that it would be her absolute pleasure.
And then she's going to engage you in conversation about what the world was like when you were last awake. Because as compared to you, she is fairly young.
Yeah, no, and I would be happy to let her know. And then, of course, I will mention essentially the differences I've noticed as time has gone by. Because back in Bodhi's day, before righteously paladin murdering things, she was still a civils engineer. We'll talk about that shit. Like, it is interesting how far everyone has come along.
Cool.
That was her whole shtick originally as an adventurer before the whole save the world from the evil forces thing came about and kill the traitors, hooray hooray retribution. And beforehand it was like, well, if I get to travel, then I get to see the things that the mortals have created, and that shit's interesting.
Urge to shill for the royalty intensifies.
Marlum has barrel rolled towards the bee folk and left apparently.
So have you heard of Have you heard about honey barbecue chicken wings?
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, my friend.
Oh yes.
That it is good, but I also still like it with chili flakes scattered on top.
I can add spice. You know what? Yes, I will use this as an opportunity to collect recipes.
Okay.
I fucking love honey barbecue and chili.
Oh my god. Volworks could open up a whole restaurant branch. It will be the first megacorp in Space and D.
Does this mean you basically want to have like a shopping mall, but it's like all the inside shops are just different Voland Works licensed kinds of businesses? Like we've got Marlem's equivalent of the Panda Express is just the Blink Chicken Land. You got the Armor Works, the Weapon Works, you got a Hot Topic. Just because it still survived.
That certainly is a possibility. I mean, one of the megacorps in Age of Starcy is Maharatech.
Ha!
I approve so much.
So, would any of you be against me attempting to shill for royalty? I'm thinking at this point, go big or go home.
Fucking no better time. You should see if the Red Queen wants a dildo greysword.
Or if that's not her taste, I can catch shit on fire.
I am interested to see how this resolves.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. It would seem Marlem is assisting.
Oh my god, I can just imagine it's two small quivering men just pawing at their hands in front of the queen.
Yeah, Bodhi just slowly it's not even a face palm because she does it too slowly. It's more like a face settle.
I just if it doesn't work, I just shrug, leave my armor there, and just pop out of it. Did his armor just pop out? Did he just pop out like goddamn what? I walk off, armor walk somewhere else. Wait, what?
Your Majesties, Inquisitor Rutledge, it is a pleasure to meet all of you.
The Inquisitor will nod to you, with a very measured expression on her face. The Red Queen looks very, very, very far down to your tiny, tiny stature as compared to her 13.5 feet.
Oh yeah, I am small, man. And I like big women, so, damn it. Inquisitor Rutledge, I have a business opportunity for you then, but at this point, I have other duties. Tell me, Your Majesties, would any of you be interested in custom equipment? I am one of the smiths in the city, and I cater to all sorts of crowds, and I can craft just about anything, and I do mean anything, as to my customers can attest.
The Red Queen will look down at you. My equipment is forged by a dragon older than your country.
That is a tough sale to beat.
Mm.
Too bad he's not. I wonder how connected he is to the times, though.
But can
He's
he
set up to modern.
But how many
keep
dick
it
ship
mixed.
weapons has he built you?
does he keep up with modern crafting techniques? And as well as using multitudes of different materials and making more esoteric equipment.
I'm tempted to just be like, but that means noodles.
To do Voland the favor, Bodhi
no,
will
I'm
admit
not.
that her beautiful armed dress was indeed made by Voland.
I make armors, weapons, equipment, tables. You can talk to Lady Alana about some of the other equipment I make.
Prepare yourself for that experience, though.
Might want to have a few drinks.
Yeah,
before you start that.
not easily approached sober.
Rutledge will just sigh. Yeah, it's fine. I much prefer her distracted by the, I think, third ham she's gotten in on.
This is ham number 3. Bitch is fucking.
I am getting towards eating an entire swine by myself.
She eats a lot. I guess she needs all that and all these calories for all that energy she burns. Being so hyper.
Lady Chimera, it's a pleasure to meet you again.
The last Titan will wave softly at you before continuing her conversation with one of her daughters that are standing around her.
It's like, look, can you believe it? Little Bodhi did a flirt good.
Did a flirt.
Yep.
Lady Red Queen, would you be at all interested in at least trying me out, trying my wares?
Not at this moment, but if you wish to further pursue this, you may contact the human ambassador. That is
Chicken
where most of our services outside of the Dragon Isles are what's it called, patroned from.
Is that ambassador actually here at this place?
I'm
Yeah,
assuming the
somewhere around
ambassador's Marlum.
No.
No.
Although,
He's just an out of work college student, is basically.
yeah, how does Marlem react? Like, you're looking at the red goddamn queen.
Yep.
It's your ladyship right there.
She's a dragon, and I'm a human.
This is true. It's
she's
a
half
good thing your armor will hide the boner.
Yes, that is also true.
Like, milady, bing.
She is a half dragon, not a full dragon.
Uh
So half human, half red dragon.
oh, okay.
I just realized one of Bodhi's conquests is a dragon. Oh well.
Yeah, I forgot that she was half human. I just know that, didn't she the one that ate one of their quote unquote gods?
She ate a literal god, yes.
Yep.
She is
quote unquote.
She is a physical god.
Yeah.
You are in the presence of technically a cosmic deity, and this is a terrestrial deity, Chimera.
She snacked on a god like fucking Alana's third ham.
And Balakor the Siglet was best friends with Malkador, and well, I say best friends. with Malkador and the Emperor. So, nah.
Who? You just
Oh
said
yeah.
Malkador the Sigilate was friends with Malkador and the Emperor.
Oh,
He was friends with himself?
no.
I mean, he
I mean,
Tell me
was.
yeah.
Malkador
No,
didn't
no.
know
I
himself.
the spy guy, the
A spy guy?
Malkador the Siglet was friends with the Emperor of Mankind and Macarius.
Ma-
The
M- Macarius was the greatest human general since the
Since the Emperor.
Great Crusade,
Yeah.
and was did the Macarian Crusade like thousands of years later
Oh, okay.
after Malkador was dead.
What was that?
It took me a bit of time to realize you were talking about 40k, and I was like, oh wait, no, of course they are.
Of course.
Of course they are.
Yeah, no. Malkador the Sigilate was the first Grandmaster of the Assassins and
And the Administratum.
the Administratum, which was I was getting to.
Hmm. I'm just saying. I'm a human.
I'm not understanding your point.
Humans be humans, yo.
Oh,
Literally
that
not
doesn't make
not bothered by being in front of gods.
I
Okay, and like one guy burnt down the Pantheon just so his name will forever be remembered.
Ah, you mean the John Lennon theory?
Yeah.
Whatever that fucking guy's name was, I can't remember. But the best. I love that I can't actually, like, I've tried a few times to remember it, and I realized, wait, I shouldn't try to remember that asshole's name. That's why he did it.
He's that guy.
He was some guy.
I am perfectly ready.
I mean, I respect her, and she's obviously in charge for a reason, but
Also, it's her divine favor that's going to help us get through the woods later. Otherwise, we go insane and die.
I mean, the point is not to piss her off, but what's the word? Revere, not I
To be
revere.
fair,
I don't worship.
To be fair, she hates being worshipped, so you know. So you're basically have the same respect that Space Marines have for the Emperor,
Yes.
except for like the Black Templars who just view him as God.
Yeah. So,
Anyways,
what's her
continuing.
ambassador like then? If that's Volan's marketing target.
The
Merchandising.
ambassador. Hang on. Pull up the ambassador Soken. He's a great guy. I think you guys will like him.
I hope it's Zap Brannigan now. Like, you just have a Zap Brannigan token.
Uh,
Why don't I have a Zap Brannigan? 1 second.
Oh, I hope it's Dave. Did I give you Dave's
Who?
token? Oh, never mind.
You mean Dave?
Yes.
What, characters like Dave?
Yes.
You have a token of him?
Yes, I do.
That's pretty great.
I was going to use it for 70, but I was like, no, that's too mean.
Oh God. Well.
Of course. I mean, no. I mean, Benny is a respectably correct token for the situation.
Oh, yes, he is.
Don't mind me if I sound distracted. I'm currently constructing a Zap Brannigan token.
Have to make it as pompous as humanly possible.
Okay, I was expecting Nick Cage, I'll be honest.
Oh, that would have been a great one.
Yeah, I don't actually have that token for some reason. Oh yeah, that's Dave's token. Oh my god, Bob, why?
Come on, girdle, hold.
Your ladyship, I am perfectly willing to forward my catalog to your ambassador. Now, if you'll allow me leave, I would like to speak to my king about similar topics.
She'll nod. And continue the lively conversation she was having with Bodhi about pre-human architecture.
Yeah, and she'll mention some of the old similarities between that and Waterfolk architecture. Indeed, some of the ancient stuff still stands because apparently the water has been degrees less erosive than just like getting knocked over by people.
She will point out that the first city that the humans took refuge when running from the elves and the Dragon Isles was a Titan city. still stood after all those years.
Very cool.
So, before we get on to Volan's next thing, Maya, what would you like to do? We haven't gotten to touch on you yet.
Of course, I start eating and gets to me. I'll go and hang out with Alana.
Hey, Maya! Ah!
North.
Say, Alana,
Look at those deep throat skills.
I saw you and I couldn't help but think of a question.
Yeah?
How many hams would a ham nom if a ham nom could nom hams?
Ooh,
Oh shit.
that's a good
I
question.
A hat would nom a whole nomful if a ham could nom hams. Nom.
Not if a
Passcode I don't know
ham.
about.
Not if a ham could nom homs. If ham nom could nom homs. Like you're doing right now. You're creating a ham nom. The act of nomming a ham.
Don't confuse our little brain.
And
I'm trying to get with
finger
it.
of
I'm trying to
death.
scramble that brain.
Finger of
She's got a
death.
very big brain.
Okay, while I was looking for Zap Brannigan token art, I found Nathan Fillion as Zap Brannigan.
Oh man.
Oh, that sounds good.
That's pretty fucking great. 1 second, you guys. I'll just, I'm very sorry for derailing you, but it's for a good reason.
What text, Bob?
Well, what I just put.
Oh, okay. I thought you were literally texting me. I was
No.
like, I never knew you wrote down my number.
No.
Because the only one who ever did was Winter. And also, that is amazing.
What I do?
I
surprised me,
did.
didn't
I
get your
just
numbers.
literally can't use it across the ocean.
I love that his dick's being hidden by a dupe logo.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
What I do?
I can't hear you, Rem. It sounded like you were very far away. Oh, you're the only one who ever wrote down my number.
Number of what?
Phone number.
Oh,
Tells me.
It's been put in general chat twice.
Has it?
Yes.
I've never noticed it. I've never been looked at it when it was wrote down.
do I need to pin it?
Nah, it's fine. I don't care.
I mean,
Can't
If you
pin
guys
it
want to get
anywhere.
it,
I'm not. Man,
nah. If you guys want my number, it's in there somewhere. Just search. So I don't know.
And then
Okay,
send him
so-
dick pics.
search what? Phone number? Let's see what I pull up.
Don't forget, I'm on air, so be careful.
Yeah.
I won't actually say it out loud.
That would be pretty poor move.
I'm not quite.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly oh my god, you do have the best Dave token I've ever seen.
I know this sounds like really silly, but think about it. Not just the act of nomming hams, nomming a ham, but if we could make a magical effect that propagated itself.
Hmm.
The magical effect was caused by the performance of the magical effect.
I get where you're coming from. I like your style. Now, please pass the sauce.
Okay.
Sauce instead of gravy.
I ate all of the gravy at this table already.
So we'll look
She
around.
already drank all the gravy.
What about the ham gravy?
God damn it, Alana.
It turns out that her stomach is just a sphere of annihilation.
Thel will suddenly look way more protective of the ham that is at her table.
So, they're talking about theoretical hamitude. Corlelia, what are you doing?
I'm listening to Maya and getting confused.
Alright, Thel?
That is a good question. I think Thel's gonna go back to trying to get drunk. And you know what? I think flirting with these lovely ladies as well is a good idea. And also, I assume that there's some kind of babysitter in charge of all the mini Thels. Thelsboders.
They will point out that there is a rather large Scylla at home.
Ah, awesome. Oh yes, of course, the many arms. That makes sense. Also, hi Colette, how do you like your new penis?
She gives you a thumbs up in between eating a apple as big as her head.
I was going to say, between eating Alana's other ham. Why? Why must you eat all the hams? Leave some for the other adventurers.
Ham's good, but Colette, if you Jesus Christ, if you look at her plate, it seems to all be sweets. Right now, she's eating a candied apple.
Nice. Also, for the stream's sake, I'll show off my brand new fucking tokens, so that they can enjoy them in all their glory.
Did you take mine?
No, I'm not going to open that one on stream. That seems a bit mean.
Okay, yeah, that is a bit mean. Yeah, please.
Zap Brannigan.
What makes a man turn neutral? Is it a lust for gold, power, or were you just born with a heart full of neutrality?
Man, if they ever did like a live-action spoof of that, you could have Nathan Fillion as Zap Brannigan. You could have Sir Patrick Stewart as Professor Farnsworth.
No.
Sure, I can go with that.
Fucking Patrick Stewart Farnsworth, he would nail it. Did anyone ever see Waiting for Godot? He does eccentric old dude perfectly.
Oh, true, he does do a great eccentric old man. Who would play Hermes?
Hermes! Oh,
no.
shit.
The dumbest thing would have been if Will Ferrell played Hermes, but so, like, with the Will Ferrell body.
Nice.
No, clearly Will Ferrell would be, what's his name? Barbados Slim. Anyway, sorry.
Barbados Slim, no!
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so...
I mean, Eddie Murphy or Will Smith?
So, let's see.
I don't know.
You know what? Give me a second. I really need to use the restroom.
Should I pour myself more whiskey and finish this glass off?
I just realized I need a lot. Really need a restroom. I'll be right back. Oh my god.
I still have a mouthful or two left, but, you know, I could just go pour more into this glass. I'm happy now. I've got a bunch of fucking Zap Brannigan tokens. Life is making its progressions in the correct direction.
I'm remembering back to last Christmas.
Did you give someone your heart?
No, my heart remains frozen by the eternal winters.
Good. That's where it belongs. These people and their fucking, like, relationships and emotions. Ugh. I don't know how they deal with it.
But I'm remembering back to last Christmas, it was thick cut honeyed ham that was in the oven for like almost all day. It was great. Ham gravy, mashed potatoes, biscuits, all sorts of veggies. It was magical.
Yeah, I'm very lucky in that my mother was actually quite legitimately a chef, so I get, you know, restaurant grade cooking, but also, you know, the cooking has love in it. So it's like restaurant grade cooking that's just the step fucking further whenever it comes to stuff like that. And she makes the most amazing roast dinner. However, even better are her leftovers, because she will then put it all into a pie, like Bubble and Squeak, if you know what that is. I don't know if maybe that's just an English thing. Mers can probably attest.
Thing, but I think I know vaguely of.
Yep. So Bubble and Squeak, and then chicken and turkey. Usually it's dark meat for the turkey, white meat for the chicken, all together in homemade gravy thick enough to be pie filling, all in, you know, homemade short crust pastry.
I'm back.
We were just talking about holiday meals.
Yeah.
Maybe I can cajole my sister's
good
boyfriend into getting that mulled wine again.
Mulled wine is
drink
pretty
that shit
fucking,
all day.
pretty fucking great. I'm okay at mulled wine actually, but that's just because I like to have a lot of spices. Speaking of, my nan went to India. In fact, she's in India right now, and I was like, she was like, "Is there anything you ever want?" Because I go on all these holidays. You know, she's retired, and you never ask if you want anything. I never want to get for souvenirs. I went, "You're off to India, right? Okay, so I want saffron, and then every other spice you can get your hands on."
Oh, so you're just sending her on a legitimate OG spice run.
Yeah, because she also
So wait,
she's one of those
stealing spices
religious.
from India again.
Yeah. I mean, she's religious, so she goes on all those like go to the poor-ish places, or like go to the weird open-air markets and like the abandoned parts of Delhi. So I'm just like, fuck yeah, that's where you get the spices from, baby. That's where you get the spices.
Okay. So, oh yeah. Also for the two characters, just knowing now, I am 100% certain that Thel would be willing to cast Herm on you. Bolin, Marlem, you want that? You want that in your life?
No.
Ah, come on.
Yeah. But just so you're aware, if you guys go away from the game for too long, it'll happen anyway. And it's like, oh, well, freak magical accident. She was waving around the torch of painful magic, and it just happened.
Hmm.
And now you happen to have a vagina hiding behind your ballsack between your crack.
Oops.
Wait, is it listed as a permanent spell? Just
Oh yeah. She
If
has
you
that
fail
sort
to
of
save.
Yeah. If you fail to save, you have it. You mean you still get it, but temporarily, even if you succeed, because it does a shit ton of tantric damage regardless.
What, Bob? You don't want to look like this?
I'm really afraid to click this.
No, it's fine.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's pretty great. Camilla Bell.
Not bad. That is pretty freaking amazing.
That's
but
pretty
still.
great. That's some pretty great
That's
that's a rule, whatever the rule for gender swap is.
63.
That's it, yes. Rule 63 Marlem. Personally, I feel like it should be Rule 69, because I would like to go to town. Never mind.
I mean... But then I have to redesign my armor, and that would get... No.
Expensive.
Nah, it's fine.
Well, no, because
Nah,
then you
it's
could just
fine.
do that actual thing of, like, you know, your armor is actual armor instead of boob plate. Although I think the boob plate gives you more AC anyway.
Nah, he'd get pretty pissed.
Boo. Okay.
Ah.
So, aside from discussing ham theory with Alana, was there anything you wanted, Maya?
I mean, I don't have any businesses to try to kickstart with royal funding. I
Kickstart. I'm just trying to get a higher quality of clients.
Yeah, but Marlon needs to kickstart his.
Who knows? Maybe King Boyran and Queen Arian would like some marital aids.
Oh god, yeah, has Volan had a long interaction with these two? Because they're fucking adorable.
No, up until this point, no one in the Royal Guard has allowed him anywhere. They have not allowed him within 500 feet of the royal property. Because they know his reputation.
There's the Wolfkin King and his queen, a human.
Yep, I see that. I'm assuming it's Queen as in Freddie Mercury style Queen.
Yes, there's air quotes on her name tag and everything.
Oh, I see that now.
Yeah. If you look very, like, I mean, it's impossible not to notice in case art when you see it by the face.
Yeah, in case it's been getting better, but they still suffer from the same face.
I mean, you say suffer, but in a way it's like, oh look, I know that art, it's an in-case one, and then
It's kind of
everything below the belt is
similar by this
genitals.
point.
Oh, it's fine. It's good stuff. I love this place. I love
Yes.
I love this party so much.
Or the
Yes.
fact that Marlon just walked up. So, have you heard about the awesome thing that's going around called fried chicken?
I do also love that your character is... I mean, you started at session 1 with it, and it's the joke that never died and has actually become a serious consideration for your character arc, is getting everyone to purchase your ancient art 11 herbs and spices fried chicken. Can I just say that, like, if this were D&D 5e, I would just be giving you inspiration every fucking session. You would just get it.
Aw, come on.
Oh, I'm remembering this one bar that does these honey barbecue chicken bites that are amazing.
Well, and you can't drop art like that and then not make me want to insist that you get that cast spell on you, you dick.
I'm fucking glad I right-clicked and did open in a new window. Also, I know the person who does the original Hellhound art.
Really?
Yeah, I think you told me about that.
Yeah. They're super friendly. They did some stuff for some stuff that I know of. And I also know the person who originally commissioned them to do like art for it. And they've asked me to do like scenes and commissions for them before in writing as well. So I get to see the person who originally requested that Hellhound art. I know the artist who did it in the first place, and then I also get to write smut for it. It's pretty fucking cool.
Okay, it's like I know the person who does Tower Girls. I know most of you guys. I know a couple other people extremely vaguely. I think I once met one of the D&D writers once.
Which one?
I honestly forget who.
Yeah, fair enough.
He was doing. I was in a chat room with him, and he was one of the guy who. Fuck, what's his name? Catterley or whatever the hell it was.
Sorry, doesn't ring a bell.
It was one like the D&D like 3.5 books. I think one of the characters was Catterley.
I don't know shit
He
about
was
3.5.
He was okay.
I imagine they were, but I couldn't give a shit less about 3.5.
This fucking last stick of incense does not want to burn. I want this batch to die.
Do you just have incense that's shitty?
This incense is 6 years old. I'm just burning it to make room for my new stock.
Alright, so, Maya. Alana will tell you that there is in fact a way to reduce how armor feels when you wear it so you can cast spells better, but that is a craft known only to the Fae. So you need to find you either need to find an enchanter or a smith that has a lot of is either Fae themselves or has a lot of interaction with them.
Okay, so I need to find a fairy wizard that doesn't hate my guts.
I mean, she can ask around the college for you.
If you'd be okay with that, then yes, please.
Sure. Now, are you gonna eat your ham?
I just got some Black Forest ham from the butcher today.
How does she eat so much?
To ham or not to nom 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 nom. It's the fuck out of some ham.
What she is a turbo-powered half wolfkin, half catfolk.
Oh dear God.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So Voland, you're gonna go up to King Balrin and Queen Arian?
Yep.
Alright. The king's, the bodyguards will still regard you warily, but you're free to step up.
Your Majesties, how are you this evening?
Can't complain. Lots of food, lots of drink. Less ham than there used to be, but that's fine.
Yes, Alana is rather impressive in her gorging abilities. Tell me, are you satisfied with your current armor?
I mean, we do have royal smiths. And we tend not to wear our armor that much.
But are they me?
Well, we know that you're an adventurer, and you travel around with the paladin. That's about it.
I am Volan the Ember, and I traveled with a gargoyle, the Meister of Chicken himself, multiple other friends. Mages, Succubi, all of them very good friends, and I have been mastering my craft while on the road. And I can work multiple different styles, multiple different materials, at rush speeds if and when necessary. And by the way, they are newlyweds, right?
I mean, they've been married for a couple of years.
Why do I think they're newlyweds? And I can also, as the High Arcanist Alana has unfortunately informed me, I also work in other product lines.
Oh, right. That's why your name is so familiar to me. She told us all about him. She rather likes her Kildo, as she's calling it now.
Oh God, why does she have to call it the Kildo?
And the queen will speak up. Well, I mean, it is a rather funny
It's a
name.
pretty great name.
I mean, I prefer Dill Dagger, but
I mean, she's only a small thing, so frankly, it fulfills the sword aspect of far more appropriately than the dill dagger aspect.
And
true,
it's easier for her to spell with the after image.
That's true.
true. So I do have to ask, would you be interested in any custom pieces?
You should mention the fact that you're being asked to make a dildo vibrator throne.
I am currently, as Alana just asked me, I'm going to be working on a new furniture product that is a rather interesting magically enchanted chair, actually.
Oh, really? Knowing Alana, this chair
It's
is
rather
more
phallic,
than.
yes. Let's just get this over with.
Ah, I like that girl. A bit draining to talk to for more than, say, 10 minutes, but you know.
Yeah, she is an excellent customer though.
And actually very, very good at her job. She does a lot of the enchanting for us.
Oh yes, that is another point that I can say in my favor. Are your personal smiths for any and all magical products? Can they themselves enchant their own wares?
Like we just said, Alana enchants most of our wares.
Another one-stop shop. I see though. At this point in time, would either of you be interested in any custom pieces?
And the king will stroke his chin. You know what?
No job is too large, too small, or too complicated. Well,
Once
too
you
large
get
and
finished
complicated.
with Alana's chair, we might see how that turns out, and might commission entire furniture theories for the bedroom.
Her chair would only take about 3 to 5 days, depending on how well you work.
It's just a love bed, but it's in the shape of a goat's ink butthole and covered in vibrating dildos. Thel says, and Volan said.
I guess I say back on Squidfi. I wonder if I could enchant like a hot tub that
It doesn't have
just
to be
squirts-
Squidfy. You took her profane gift. You have a 1-to-1 with her in actual, like, and as well, it's any distance in the whole of eternity. You can get into 1-to-1 conversation with Thel as opposed to Squidfying it. She has a link with everyone who is linked with that profane gift.
maybe a self lubricating strap on cock ring combo.
Oh, it should lubricate by jizzing.
Could both, yes. I had a wonderful idea for future projects for you.
I will already begin doodling this.
Oh my god, is half the party on my R&D team now?
I mean, one is the literal succubi.
Yes.
I mean, I probably could have helped out with some of the weird gadgety bits for other armor, but
Thel can draw the most perfect cocks. It all falls into her lewdness scale as a succubus.
Look, Marlon, I will reference you when I need to make an actual fuck machine.
Which is something that they might be interested in, but they would like to see how Alana's work turns out first.
I do appreciate you giving me this chance, Lord Bolren and Lady Arian. I do appreciate this. Hopefully I do not disappoint.
They'll give you a polite nod. And this is the part where Rem was trying this entire time to create like a name for his character that will echo throughout all time in the Age of Starsea, but then it just turns out that he becomes the like space fleshlight. Congratulations.
Hey, so long as it's a Volworks product.
Yep, that's all your company eventually does. It's great.
No, can we at least be Kirkland? Just do everything.
I do like the idea of Volan's Mall being a thing that happens.
Volworks will have an IKEA line, a weapon line, a sexual line.
But the IKEA line is also very closely tied in, apparently.
You're gonna make fucking space Walmart.
Fuck yeah, baby!
Yep.
No, even better.
Space Costco? You have to buy your dildos in bulk, but you know, it's a savings.
Either bulk or custom pieces. Shaped after our founder's dick itself.
Not is
Okay,
your
come on,
business.
Igor. All right.
Thank you. I'll be moving on. Alana, what do you want your chair made out of?
Something sturdy that can hold an enchantment well.
Lady, this is important. Come on.
I just said.
I mean, I got some iron, some steel, some really nice brass and bronze laying around. I think I have a couple bits of adamantine mithril. I just got a little chunk of nook wall, but I'm gonna be referencing that to Inquisitor.
Come on, Volan. None of those sound comfortable for a chair. Let's be squishy.
Ooh,
Fucking Greenwood.
Yes, Greenwood. That would be great. Or living steel. Ooh, living steel.
No, Hellstone. A Hellstone dildo throne.
Yes, a Hellstone dildo that I trap a demon into so that it just constantly vibrates in rage.
Or just a succubus. But, you know, stay away from that.
Greenwood?
I mean, you'd have to go and get them from dryads.
If I can think of anything a dryad would be willing to have Greenwood donated for, it was some kind of tantric throne.
Yeah, but if I go to the dryads, it might take me a bit to get back. Unless there's dryads closer to me.
Dryads. As you recall, there is a small copse of dryads down by Havedon.
I have a better idea.
Oh, singing steel, because it fucking vibrates.
Oh yes, it would vibrate at an even higher frequency the more she moans and screams.
Uh-huh. The funner the chair gets, the harder it vibrates.
Yes.
See, this is why Thal's on your R&D team.
Alana, singing steel?
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Let's do it. Just let me know how much it is, and send the bill. We'll get this rolling.
Alright. I will just try to send invoices as soon as humanly possible.
Soon as hell-handedly possible. Soon as wolfily possible. Oh, that's a way better fucking adjective. Sorry, I'm already drunk. I've moved on to, like, pouring actually quite a lot of whiskey this evening. Don't know how obvious that was.
Only a little bit.
Jesse's in that. Jesse's in the back. Oh.
So, Alana,
Yes.
I've been told this is a ball. Like, when does the dancing start?
There's gonna be some dancing soon.
I'm so hungry.
Careful.
Oh, clearly, I thought you ate your fill.
Alana's eating all the ham. Look out!
At that table.
Is there any roast?
Yeah.
Just chew on the table.
Yeah, usually, the food goes on pretty much at all times in these kind of events. A lot of the important people are going to be talking over there, but dancing should start within the next half an hour or so. I always tend to step on my tail and fall on my face, though.
I just noticed that your ambassador is named Ambassador. Kind of missed an M in there. Yeah. I mean, you could call him the Badassador. Which is a title I now need to write down so I don't forget it because it's fucking sweet.
I think that just straight up comes from TV tropes, Scout.
Is it a thing? I'm writing it down anyway, just in case.
What comes from TV tropes?
A Badassador.
I don't even know, yo.
I could Google it. But I'm lazy. I'll let other people Google it.
You mean like I already have?
Rock and fucking roll. This is page number 1 you have viewed today. Fucking close. Oh, the picture is from Supernormal, which is a no, not Supernormal. Super Redundant. The League of Redundant Superheroes, yeah. Which is a fucking great comic. He was very uncooperative in our negotiations, so I had no choice but to very honorably crush his spine.
Nice.
So, is there anything anyone would like to bring up to these people before, like the dancing starts and then,
I don't think anything business-wise comes to mind. I mean, Thel will flirt with various nobles, but, she's pretty cozy with the people that she has already made her sexual conquests with before, because they are quite fun. Especially since, all 4 of them are together in one place, and she will, proffer happy use of the Herm spell, which she has 2 uses of today.
I think I shelled just about as hard as I could shell.
Oh yeah, didn't you get with Colette after an amazing roll?
Yeah, she fucking nailed a performance lewd spell, so that Colette was like, alright, fine, I'll go for some smash and get, a dicker and a Vagugu.
I think it
Can
was
you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, my PC is locked up except for push to talk.
Interesting.
Computers are to do that. Yes.
If you restart, we'll just we'll stick to Fafland until you're back.
Well, if we're just going to do faffing about, I do have one last business proposition I would like to make.
I'm curious.
It's actually for Liana and Colette.
Alright.
I know that I spoke with both of you before about a bit of a cross-business deal, and you said a tentative no at that point in time, but I've refined the idea to something a bit more palatable that I think will be very profitable for the both of us. Would you be willing to try to hear me out again?
So, who are you talking to? Because Colette owns the Feisty Fairy and Liana owns a different business.
The Silken Spinneret.
Yes.
Colette, at this point in time.
Okay.
I will
Colette
totally be
will look-
giving Liana squeezes then.
Colette will look at you warily. Continue.
How about a, I guess you'd call it a specialized meal on the menu that could just be for a short period of time? Now, this is where I cut off at the last point and you said no, but hear me out. We could call it the Embered Steak. Think about it. It'd be a meal that people buy and they just pay directly, but with each meal comes a little voucher. And this voucher is actually a 5% off coupon for me. So, think about it. They buy the meal, they get a coupon from me. And if they go to me afterwards and they use that voucher on their product that they buy with that voucher, you get a 5% cut of that sale.
I'll give it a think and let you know later.
Purely statistically, that is an immense benefit for Colette, because usually the reason people do those tokens in the first place is because people will come to purchase your stuff just so they can get percentage off of things. If you're then at the same time offering them a commission on the products they go for, that's potentially like, you know, your business improvement and then also like a few thousand gold every like half a year.
But
yeah, think about it.
Colette also A, isn't lewd, and B, doesn't exactly want her business tied in with Kildo Emporium.
I do legitimate work.
I was going to say more. I thought it was just because she's adventurer rich, so the reason she has a bar at all is just because she fucking felt like it.
Oh yeah, she is. It's just that, like, after all of that adventuring, she just kind of got tired of it, and everyone else wanted to settle down. She was like, you know what? I'll own a bar, and I can be my own bouncer, because I'm a level 12 Blood Ranger, and, 6 inches tall.
But ultimately, it's profitable for her and it's profitable for me. Yeah, I lose 10%, but I keep 90% of the sale. And even she gets money off it. And it can be strictly for Volworks products, period, not Volworks After Dark.
She'll give you a tentative maybe. She'd like to see how, do some market research first.
Oh god, please don't reference Alana.
She's more like going to reach out to the community at large, and because basically all she's ever heard about your stuff is stuff she's heard from Alana.
Alana is a big blabbermouth.
The thing is, if you remember her, like, one of the first things you did when you met her was trying to find someone to pawn off the Kildo to.
Oh, yes.
That was literally one of her first interactions with you, so...
That probably does paint you a little bit into a corner.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey!
Computer all restarted?
Nope, I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay.
It's overheating, so yeah.
I know!
What, the PC itself?
Mm-hmm.
It's no good. Might have to get an extra fan. Or I don't know, blast the whole thing with compressed air.
Yeah,
I haven't done
don't
that
know.
in maybe a year and a half. I'm afraid to open my computer.
Gonna try to clean this out first, then, if necessary. I'll see about another fan.
Alright.
Alright, so roll your succubus thing at advantage to actually convince Colette to join in.
40? Does she like 40?
Okay, yeah. That was actually a 30, because Colette's not super into that, but she's like, you know what? Yeah, sure, after we're all done here. But, she'll also just point to the mound of food. I've never had this kind of pie before.
This is acceptable. But Fella's also
Yes.
got a kind of pie. Oh no, it's a pie that Colette has gotten to sample before. Oh, that's a terrible joke. I'm a bad person.
But Is this a thing we're rolling for now?
No. I mean,
What?
Thel was just trying to. Thel has. You see Leanne there, and Adrian and Sophie. Thel has scored some smash with each of them in turn, but she's never managed to get all of them in like a fucking just a mishmash at once.
You've gotten Sophie, Leanne, and Adrian.
Yeah. Now we're gonna. In fact, it wouldn't even be a foursome because she wants to add Colette to this, so I guess it would be a Sanksome,
I think at that point just called an orgy.
a Pentabang.
I think that's just an orgy.
Anyways, so Lirelai, Jesse, you guys are you guys come back after a good amount of time. Your size has gone back down, and have gone to get some food. Kalara can't actually sit in the chairs, so she just moves a chair out of the way and sits cross-legged.
Can I sit in her lap and then Jesse sit in my lap?
Yes, you can do that.
Yes. Here.
Okay. You're just gonna eat some food and do cuddle times?
I think so. That sounds like a good time. Until it's time to dance, and then I will do the squid dance.
Ah, yes, the squid dance. Alright, so, well, Marlon, are you gonna want to get up to anything? Inquisitor Rutledge, let me tell you about chickens and the teleporting nature thereof.
Yes. Okay.
Have we
And how
told,
delicious they
have
are
we
when they're
told Bob
deep.
about the scuba chickens yet?
Those don't sound quite as magical as those that just, disappear and reappear somewhere else. Just,
No, they're chickens that figured out kind of. They stole some of Marlum's technology because they crafted little scuba suits for themselves to hide from you.
I'll get them eventually. Rev. But for
Can
now,
you
I
go
need to
underwater
perfect.
yet?
I have bigger chickens to fry.
Bakak, motherfucker, bakak.
Poor Rutledge.
So wait, does that technically make your
What?
queen technically half scale chicken?
What?
No,
Basilisk?
dragons are not chickens.
Scale chicken.
Scale chicken is basilisk.
Yeah, that works. But she's not a basilisk. She's a dragon.
Alright,
Dragons
so,
are not basilisks.
and
But
you-
yes, so I'll blab on about chicken until they probably tell me to leave.
No, you blab on about chickens until dancing starts, and Balrin and Arian will go over there, and the Red Queen will ask Bodhi if she'd like to dance.
Oh, she would love to.
Alright, you're gonna go over here.
Absolutely.
And let's see. Does Alana try to dance, or does she attack that pie that just came out? Alright. She's gonna eat pie. She constantly steps on her own tails.
My
Colette-
push Alana out onto the dance floor.
Nice. Yay.
Maya.
But my pie!
I am super interested in seeing how Maya and Alana dance. Although Fel, you know what? She will rescue Volan from looking lonesome and will totally offer a dance.
I wasn't
This-
trying to dance with Alana. I was trying to just get her to go out there.
Oh, then shit. Fel will just jump on Alana and be like, I got this handled. Yay, dance time!
Maya.
Oh no! Pie!
Fuck it. I'm gonna grab the pie, and then I'm gonna grab over here, start dancing with the pie. in
You're gonna
hand.
dance with pie, you genius!
Man, I thought Marlon was gonna dance with a bucket of chicken.
Dancing with the pie. That's excellent.
Maya,
Lola?
would you care to dance?
You can leave your friends behind.
Your friends don't dance, and if they don't
They
dance,
don't dance. They ain't no friends of mine.
What do I roll to dance?
Roll rate. No.
That's if you fucking headbang.
Yeah. Just like a dex check, probably.
Okay. Then
Fell
she is
only
not
knows
a good
no
dancer.
dance. Oh no, I bet that she's the best. You're gonna twerk with that horse booty. You just step in the dance floor and twerk. Oh yeah, you step in the dance floor and fucking
Wow.
twerk. Oh my god. Fuck.
Lirelai does the ultimate squid dance.
I thrash and fall over.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Nay.
well, this can't end well. I assume it's going to be dexterity. There's a actual
Yeah,
dance.
they're generally dexterity based, but like there's
Yeah.
also reform and stuff like that.
Yeah, not trained in any of those.
how good's the Red Queen at dancing?
Pretty good, pretty good. She will inform you that her mother was nobility, so she had to practice this quite a bit.
Bodhi will admit that pretty much her and all her sisters know how to dance thanks to having the Queen of Artists as their parent.
Makes sense.
That said, some of them know more confusing dances, but Bodhi has the basics down.
Would Maya like to dance?
Of course.
Stray, could you move her token, please?
What? Oh, I, it's not moving. Okay, over here. Yep. Colette is busy eating, and she'll point out that she's like 6 inches tall. It's really hard to dance with people that way. And Leanna will say, "I have too many legs. I will bump into everyone."
That is a very fair assessment.
Mm-hmm. Especially Marlon, who's just careening from side to side, eating pie and dancing.
I like that your token is also rotating. That's good shit.
Yeah, I'm I'm trying to make it look like best I can that he is just
All he's doing is twirling around in circles with a pie held up. It's amazing.
occasionally taking bites out of it while it's still spinning.
And I will always love you. It turns out it's a meat pie. He just ran off with the chicken pie as soon as he saw it.
Hold on, guys,
You're
I
just
think
looking at him
found-
like,
I think
I
found
would
the perfect
crab.
gift for Marlon.
I would crab so many fucking spices into you, baby.
So good.
Okay.
That is
So-
that is Marlon right now to me.
Oh, did I open up one too many images? I opened up one too
amazing.
many images.
Yeah, that's Marlon, but with pie. There's a pie in one hand and a slice in the other. Alright, so.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so dancing goes down, and you guys while away the hours. You guys have a lot of fun. Now, I will point out again, like last time, that this is a conference of the most powerful people in the land. So, if there's anything you would like to tell them before we move on to like the end of the conclave of ancients and wrap up, you should do it soon.
Was there anything we needed to tell people?
Marlon has a flamethrower up his arm.
Does
can't
that
think
mean
of
your
any-
dance is a sweet hot fire?
Oh yes.
I
Oh,
can't.
okay. Yeah,
I
Alana
can't think of
answer.
anything that hasn't already been told. I mean, we've told them about the hags and the elves and the evil dude. I think.
I don't think you told them about the elves.
I mentioned elves, but I don't know if Marlam's caught up 100%.
To who?
To Marlam, sorry, who was this who hadn't heard about elves?
Who had you told about this? Because I don't remember that bit.
This was during catching Bob up.
Yeah, Captain. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
mentioned the
I
elves.
thought you were-
No,
Yeah,
we
I
kept
thought
that
you
one
were
close
talking
to the chest, especially since Buddy isn't even 100% on it, and the fucking Red Queen is here. If there was ever a case for, like, not mentioning the elf portion of this story after she also offered her assistance for going through the woods, this was the fucking time to not mention it.
It's fine. She would probably take that in stride. She's fine with elves. She
Elves?
never.
More elves to kill.
Yeah, well. To be honest, but she's got the temperament about elves that Bob and Snippy do. So it's probably a good idea. Okay, so yeah, the night ends up very nice. Eventually the party will wind down. Is there anyone you guys would like to talk to before stuff starts happening?
I mean, is there anyone of significance that Bodhi hasn't gotten a chance to talk to? Because I suppose that if it comes to allies against the darkness, she would be interested in anyone who's got kind of like groundings in either a Shea or just in general trying to fight said forces of said darknesses.
Not really. You have the representative of human, Wolfkin, the Inquisition, and your mom here, so it's pretty much all the most powerful people.
Yeah, no, I can't think of anyone else then. I guess it'd just be down to enjoying the party.
Yep. So, the party will eventually wind down, and people will start.
Oh. I guess there is one thing I would like to say.
Okay.
I'm going to, I guess at some point, I will inform my patrons, the fairy and the cow, I think, and Sophie, that I am working on more alchemical stuff. I got this magic hair dye that's finished.
Oh, neat.
It'll permanently change your hair color until you change your hair color again. And I'm working on a nausea medication for an upset tummy.
Cool. Yeah. They'll totally be interested in Colette will be less interested in like hair dye stuff, but Leanna will be interested in it for her shop. She does fashion and stuff like that. So having a place where if people wanted to get a dress to match a new hair color, she would be more than interested in selling that at her shop.
Ooh, okay, good. That's cool.
Back in your computer, Miss Andy?
Cindy? Okay.
I
This
think
seems
her phone probably has closed while she's. Oh,
No, I disconnected from phone VC so I could rejoin on my computer. So
that'll
I
come back.
opened it up and just blasted a hairdryer through it for a few minutes.
Presumably set to cold instead of like blasting it with hot air. Yeah, just making sure. Like, we'll expect an overheat in another 20 fucking minutes.
Alright. So, hey, Kanathis.
Yes.
When Thel's gonna come up to Jesse and ask if he wants to get that spell casted on him, and he just turns colors, starts blushing and stammering. He what is that? I don't know. Is that some I kind of like being what I am, but if Lirelai wants me to, I guess.
Hey, Lorelai, do you want your boy puss to have a vagina too? I can do it. He'd get milky boobies as well. And she'll wiggle her torch.
I don't know.
Corley's ears perk up.
I mean, Corlia already got the fucking treatment.
I know.
I can't do it twice.
I
You
don't
can't
know,
get two
kind of
vaginas
like
and
him.
two penises.
Kind of like him being a cutie boy.
That's fair. He is super smashable.
Yeah, I like being what I am as well.
Well, you know, if you were to ever change your mind, it is super amazing to have this power over people. Just be like, wow.
Maintain your manhood, boy. I support your decision.
I like being a boy. I just also really like pretty dresses and stuff.
Chill nod sagely. I do approve of pretty dresses, despite the fact that I am in a super sexy tux.
You will, well, I mean, you have, I think, gotten. Oh wait, have you gotten the smash with all three of them yet? I don't remember.
What,
I don't
Fel?
remember if you literally drag. Yeah.
Fel has not joined in a Jessie Lirelei smash. I believe she has joined Lirelei in the Rapey Darkness at least once, though.
Yeah.
She was there for that Golem orgy. Sorry, Gargoyle orgy.
Yeah.
So, you know, Jesse will just blush and like draw little circles with his hoof and look down.
Oh, Fel will pinch a cheek and then go back to
He's such a
chilling
cutie.
out. She's a
He's
super
so
cutie.
cute.
Have you heard the good word of the good milking? Let me tell you the tale of my people.
It's the song I'm thinking of. My milkshake brings all the boys out.
Yeah.
Oh, you're thinking of Cuban Pete.
Oh, there it is. Yes.
You should get DCL to in his like new style to get Cordelia, but all B, the B pattern for the horse body.
I think I remember Nat 20ing a dance check, and we just joked it was Cuban Pete.
It was, yeah. You tried to impress all the gargoyles, and you wanted to do it with the dance check, so you fucking Cuban Pete'd the room.
Yeah, and basically that's what Bodhi's mom woke up to was your character doing the Cuban Pete. She found it incredibly hilarious.
My character is looking for chickens.
Tried to find stone chickens, didn't find any.
I want to open it on stream, but then I wouldn't be able to put it on YouTube. But I really want to open it on stream because I want to watch the Cuban Pete again.
Okay, you can open it on stream, but just like immediately tab out of it so that only the music is in the background.
No, I'm not allowed the music part of it.
The music part.
That breaches copyright law. I can allow 6 whole seconds of Cuban Pete, and that's it. Because it's a 2 minute
Best to
40
go
scene.
5.5, just to be sure.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to be absolutely sure you get that copyright.
But here, for people watching in the stream, here's a link to the Cuban Pete, which is one of my favorite scenes out of The Mask.
It is the best scene out of the mask.
I mean, there's some pretty great ones, like Dancing in
I
Nightclub.
hate the mask in general is pretty good.
That entire movie.
It's
Anyways,
I love that movie. Anyway, yeah. Continuing on.
So I believe by the end of the night, let's divide people into who's going with who. Oop. Hang on. You go to front.
They hide the fairy. Poor fairy.
There. And
I get one more table. One more table. Just give me one more
Where'd my
table.
other ones go? Okay, here we go. We're going this way. And the Red Queen will you know what? She's just going to bodily pick up Bodhi and then vanish.
Yeah, Buddy will yelp in surprise as she's effectively manhandled. She just like starts with the offering a dainty hand, but then it's a she's just picked up, scooped.
Yep. She literally sweeps you off her feet, and with a beat of red wings, just kind of everyone else just sees her. You both kind of just like turn into motes of flame and then disappear. And basically, the king and queen left early because as soon as they started dancing, they started bumping and grinding. One thing led to another, and they're gone.
Of course, yes. Everything is all about the good old-fashioned bump and grind.
Yep. Maya, Voland, you guys gonna do anything with your nights, or you guys just gonna take off to your respective homes?
I'm inviting Maya back to my place.
Oh my.
Bye.
Oh. I thought you'd never ask, Valant.
Business and pleasure, you naughty dog, you.
Stay out of this!
Don't worry, Thel's just totally distracted. She's got a pentadom to worry about.
Look, if you stay out of my head for this entire night, I will send you the recording later.
Yeah, just beam me all the sexy images. I'm so down with that.
Okay, Corlia, you just gonna like stay and
I
keep
think it's-
drinking and eventually wander off your way? What you gonna do?
You know what? Thel will try and do Corlia solid and hook her up with Alana after they finish getting shit-faced and eating pie. Thel will wing succubus for Corlia and get us some good old-fashioned Alana smash.
Yay.
That means Alana gets to test out the other enhancement I put in that dress.
Oh my god, I even rolled my fucking best perform loot the whole time for just getting Alana to fucking climb on Corlia's back and ride her off into the rapey darkness.
Whee!
The sunset, come on.
Yeah, sure, same difference.
I think I forgot to write down the other enhancement I put in Corlia's dress.
What would that be?
The rig that can hide her dick. It can be kind of set so that it kind of acts as a cock ring.
Fucking nice.
So, Maya, did you want something familiar while people are peeling off?
Yeah, some contraceptive tea would probably be a good idea.
Okay.
Okay, she says before she fishes some out, and then, in a manner, she probably got the idea from the Red Queen. Kalara will pick up both of you and then take off into the night.
See you later.
Bye bye. Flap, flap, flap. And Ambassador Davion and Inquisitor Rutledge will become good friends. Not in that way, they're just good friends. And they're gonna go and do ambassador / inquisitorial stuff.
Drink whiskey and talk about how everyone else is a horny retard.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, that sounds like Marlum's totally into that. Who's
Yeah,
doing that?
Marlum joins in.
Marlum never wanted a part of this. He's busy. And
Don't understand. He's poultry sexual.
Himera will smile and will have waved at Bodhi before you got teleported to a very impressive looking bedroom.
Ooh.
And when people look over at her, it almost seems like rays of light are shining through her, and her gargoyle guard will vanish as she returns back to her mountain because she hates being this small. Well, hate is a strong word for someone with that face. She just finds it very uncomfortable. She's gonna go.
She doesn't like feeling that compact.
Yeah, she's gonna go and be her regular giant mama self back at the mountain.
How big is that on a token?
Like her original token is like 3 times the size as this. She is
Wow.
like maximum huge.
She's the inside of a mountain.
Hey,
Right.
that goblin over there, is that the goblin from that quest a couple quests ago?
I don't remember.
Is it the same art? I'm gonna do a hack and zoom
I
in.
don't.
It is. Oh no, that's not the same art. No.
No.
The Feypad. No, it's not. The other. It was another redheaded goblin, but yeah.
I mean, redhead is the best goblin hair color.
So I think everyone enjoyed this evening.
Absolutely. I mean, it was a party with high society, and everyone's a fucking adventurer or a big old pervert.
Yes, everyone got happy, all their social bonuses got checked, and just by wearing my outfits, you advertise my business.
If only we had a bard to sing Big Balls.
Not Dr.
I'm not a
Big
bard, but I could give it a shot.
Not,
You could
pitching Dr.
swing
Dick.
big balls.
Exactly.
Yeah. This was hang on. If this would ever stop.
Did you change pages and now you're
No.
stuck in the loading forever?
Yep.
Yep. I finished this
Great
glass of
nap.
whiskey. I
I'm
believe
not
I will slow down my
awful.
consumption. Unless more random bits compel me to get shit hammered, but I think I'm good for now. Just place you there, empty glass. Everything is cool. You and me, we're friends. Good.
I'm drunk enough to give anything a shot right now.
Tell me, has Corlia ever experienced a cock ring?
Probably not.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she also gets to experience Alana's big old doggo dick. After
How
she got
big is
Herm.
it?
I mean, she got Herm cast on her, but I mean, it's also Alana. I had to,
Did Alana-
I had to
did Alana
crit
get
to
her?
succeed against her because she had fucking spell defense, and I did. I fucking crit it, so I imagine it's a fucking beast.
So
Oh, yeah.
girthy.
Okay, am I back?
You're
Oh my
back.
There's no background.
There's no background. Yeah, how big
I
did Alana
literally
end
can't
up
see anyone.
since Fel had to fucking crit to transform Alana in the first place?
God, I would love this to load.
Who needs that things to load?
Let's find out. Okay. It didn't look like it when Alana was had her clothes on. In fact, it looked like she didn't really have anything, even when she had gotten down to her undergarments.
Oh, she got a thong of holding.
Yep.
Smart girl.
Why haven't I thought of that?
I don't know. DCL did.
Bruh.
He did have to hide like 11 inches of horsecock, to be fair.
That's a rather small
15.
number.
Huh. I don't have
15.
Alana as a thing.
Was he was Zanza 15 inches? That's a very big.
Yes.
Oh god, I totally underestimated him.
Oh yeah.
I'm in that fucking game. Why do you people as just like fucking viewers know this shit and I don't? I don't know.
Mm.
What?
Keenan,
No,
did
what
you
means
remember the
you're-
size of Zanza's dick was 15 inches? Because I fucking didn't.
I thought it was more than that.
Oh god, I
No,
underestimated him.
It was
Pretty sure it was-
15 because
What?
Saban had him roll 2d12 plus his mod, and
Oh,
he
yeah,
got
that's
exactly
right.
average.
Which still turned out to be fuckdiculous.
Yeah, those were the people from the cave. That's Alice right there.
Right.
Yay.
A bit bigger.
Also, I was
than-
binge watching Save and D a little while ago. That's why I have a better memory of it.
That's fair enough.
Okay. So, yeah. That happens. Everyone splits off. And let's find out. Corlia uses the T, right?
Now.
Okay.
She learned from her
Cool.
mistakes, or seen the mistakes of
That's
others.
that's only gonna work one way in one way. It won't go. That doesn't work both ways.
So if Corlia fills Alana up and fills her with her nenes,
Yes.
neighborhooks.
Watch me whip. Yeah, I'm done.
That's
Yeah, you do a
that's
fucking nene.
That's a separate drug.
What a terrible, terrible joke.
Yes.
Oh,
why I did it.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm drunk.
Uh,
No nays, no nay balks.
Yep, she failed the roll to remember. It's just a DC 15, but okay. So, everyone peels off. Yeah, Bodhi has a really good time and literally can't get knocked up. So,
Yeah, she's safe. I take it then the Red Queen is the one with the endowment in this situation.
yeah, she snaps her fingers and then snaps it again. She's like, "Yeah, I'm, I
Hella
have some
fucking magic.
I have some measure of power. I can be what I want. Usually female, though. When I have to, when at least used to have to use the restroom, it's better to stand up.
That would make a lot
Easier
of
that way.
sense. Yeah, no, that does make sense. And then Bodhi will, I mean, she's spent some time with Fel, so she's learned some fucking tricks.
All right.
So yeah, she'll do her besterest. If the queen prefers to stay female, Bodhi has indeed progressed and has a particularly large tail if need be.
Well, there's plenty of time for both.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, I can't think of anything else anyone gets up to.
So, I thought I was inexperienced in that regard. Excuse me.
Herself, yes, but come on, you've seen her sketchbook. Or at least you've seen the bits of her sketchbook I've remembered to note down.
Maya's gonna be in for, yeah. Oh, yes, a treat.
Yep, a 29 treat even. Okay, so all that goes down, all that happens. Marlon and will actually end up drinking into the morning with his new friend Benny,
Yes.
ambassador of humanity.
And friend to everyone, but especially you. I know that. I know Benny. We all know Benny if you're watching this fucking VOD.
Yeah, he's a ripped mage that friends with all wolfkin and all humans.
Muscle
And
wizard?
he's a wizard. He's gonna stay up. He's a wizard with like 20 strength. So,
Muscle wizard.
Muscle wizard.
yep. So, Marlum and Benny will have ultimate bro times.
Yeah.
And then Inquisitor Rutledge will go home, have a nice hot bath and some tea.
Tell me, is Marlon gonna be showing Benjamin his cock? His blink chicken.
Probably, but maybe after some mini arm wrestling competition, because that is the man's way to become friends.
Exactly.
I thought it was headbutting contests.
We're not Neanderthals.
That's what we did it back in football.
Okay.
You Brits would know it as Blood Bowl.
So the next day, everyone's had a good time, and now it's time to decide what you want to do. Basically, tell me what you want to do next session, so I can get that prepared.
Was there any downtime left to do?
You guys can take as much or as little downtime as you want because your active quests, I think, are all written down. You can do whatever you want. If you want to just sit around and let the bad guys do their thing, you know what? Go ahead.
No, I feel like getting on our way to our next destination is a good idea unless anyone needs to actually spend downtime to accomplish things. We should probably go, help fight the ancient evil and go grumble, rescue some fucking elves.
Yeah, I gotta do Maya's dad's commission real quick.
Alright. How long does that take?
2 hours, isn't it?
Considering my tools, maybe 2 days for all of it.
Okay. So, there's 2 days for you guys to do what you want. Is there anything you want in particular? No?
No, I can't think of anything.
Really?
Fel will spend more time.
Probably more Alana sex.
Yeah. Fel will spend more time at the brothel, giving out a couple freebie fucking sex changes just for the sake of doing so a day. And sexals for money. Bodhi herself will spend time with the Red Queen until it is, time for her to go her own separate way, and then Bodhi has to go back to Justice. She otherwise doesn't have any fucking plans. My characters are all happy.
Alright, cool. So, you guys... What?
I think Maya wants to go to a jeweler.
Okie dokie.
Once she has the use of her legs back. So probably on the second day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got balked up,
She
did you?
didn't expect the nod.
Never expect the not.
It's
Oh, wow, that
almost
is a
like
very-
by the time it appears, it's inside someone, so she never saw it in her sketches.
It's a fair point.
Oh.
Although half the fun of the
Next
knot
time I do
is...
naked posing, I'll show you.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, half the fun of the knot is making it swell up outside of the person so that you can, battering ram it into them afterwards.
Jam it in.
Yeah, make sure that they really, just really smash it up against the clit as well before you get it all the way up in there.
Scow is in fact Lord and Master of Borglings. She would know this.
This is true. I have written a lot of naughty cocksex.
Yeah, and I've paid you for some. It's great.
Indeed.
So, what you guys are gonna do is next time you guys are going to be going to our forgotten continent. Woohoo!
Woo.
On the other side of the world.
Moo.
So, people are going to get their crafting done. You guys have a couple of days to start getting stuff up, and I need to remember to stat up Jesse for next session because Jesse can come along now. Yay! Oh, and last thing, Leerlai, Kilara gives you the location to her house and a key. Tells you to come by whenever you want. She knows that you guys have adventuring stuff, but she always would like to see you and Jesse again.
Oh, don't worry. You'll see us again.
Okie dokie. So, Jesse is going to file for and get approved to have an adventurer's permit all written up, so he can miss out on school for hands-on on the job training. So,
Oh
people
my.
who, yep, people who are there have to he has to write down all the things he sees and does, and then has to have a witness. But you guys are fairly famous adventurers, so
Yeah.
your thing is fine.
All right.
So he can go up within the the hierarchy of the mages. This is how you do it. So he's gonna get that, and will now be your follower. And I'll have him stat it up for you next week and tell you how to show you how to do witches. Since apparently you haven't done a lot of them before.
Yay.
They're basically debuff monsters. They're amazing.
Yeah, witches are amazing for debuffs.
They are, I mean, they are the only focused debuff class in fucking Pathfinder.
So, I think that's about it. Is there anything anyone would like to bring up before we draw the session to a close?
Only, of course, the usual thank you very much as usual for running Stray. It was an absolute pleasure. And also,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a
Always
real
nice.
fucking... Yeah, it is real fucking to see you back in the game.
Yeah.
It is real fucking... It's real fucking good to see you back in the game. It's not just real fucking to see you back in the game.
Well, he didn't actually do
Can't
that,
wait
you
for
know. He
tomorrow
was busy.
either.
Yeah, he behaved.
So, yeah. Alright, guys. Well, thank you very much for playing, and I'll see you all next week.
Yeah, if you're watching in the
Tune in
VOD...
tomorrow for Urban Arcana.
Yeah, fucking Urban Arcana gets to come back,
Oh,
which is very
yes.
exciting. But yes, if you're watching in the stream or you're watching in the VOD, of course, I hope that you have yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time. And please, do take care.
Like and subscribe.
Bye.
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 Alright, guys. Well,